Hello guys, the DB Grinder here, back at it again with another video, and this time we have Tire Ellie 95 with 156 rating versus Home AB with 287 ratings. So this is going to be another DB match, and let's hop right in. So we're going to see Home AB win the rock, paper, scissors, shoots, so they get to decide if they want to go first or second. 40 versus 40, gotta love to see it, and we see Home AB go first. Opening hand is Ash, Torn Scales, Ancient Cloak, Psychic Wielder, and then Fogblade. So one going second card. Then they have Wakero, Droplet, Tanky, Whiptail, Nib. So this hand is decent. One of the reasons I don't like the Eldlich cards is you have to open multiple turn one for them to really do anything. Unless if you open up like the combo, which is like a Zoo plus Cursed. Then activate Tanky. That'll go search for a Ram. Then summon Ram, make Borbo, and then Trident. Set Wakero and Droplet. A lot of people have been going for Ram again under their Trident since Imprim has started to get like really popular over the last week. I don't think it's like too good. I don't think Imprim is like that great of a card. It's not too good or anything. It's decent. It's decent. Draw Rhoda. Gonna activate Rhoda right off the top. Add Knight. Just a free level 3 extender. Summon Torn Scales and then Knight effect. Gonna let that go through. And then Trident, pop Torn Scales. Special summon out the Psychic. Then turn those into a Cherubini. Actually, this isn't Cherubini. I was told I was saying this wrong. It's actually Carobini or something like that. I'm pretty sure it's Carobini, but it's not Cherubini, which is just wild because that's what it looks like, but it's just not. And then effect, I was going to send Graph from deck to graveyard, and then Graph effect, bring out Seer. Also, a lot of people forget that this gangs attack on a BA. Definitely something that you should know. Go for Rusty, Seer effect. In response to Seer effect, drops Nib. But definitely should have just waited until the BA was summoned, because now it's like Link Spider, Dragoon. Just Link Spider and then Dragoon. Whoa, crazy. Then Anaconda effect. Pay 2k, dump the fusion, chain Droplet, send Wakero, negate that. Maybe this was just a plan the whole time, to just Droplet that. I don't know, maybe it was. Wakero, set Scarlet from deck and end phase, and then draw Thoroughblade. Normal summon out Whiptail, go for Borbo. Battle phase, attack directly. Gonna Fogblade the Borbo, and then Nib attack over Anaconda. Could have played around that by going for like a Tiger Mortar. Like if you go like Whiptail, then Borbo, then Tiger Mortar, and then effect to equip Ram, that's pretty solid. Then go for Chakanine effect, bring out Trident. Then go for Tiger Mortar effect, equip a material to Trident. Then go for Drill. Yeah, and like they're playing in the Nib anyways, so may as well just gone for the play that played around Fogblade, since it's PKs and setting Fogblade is pretty common for their one set. Draw Prosperity. Also, this doesn't go to graveyard because the monster is used as an XYZ material. A lot of new players don't know that, but if you played back in BA format, this was extremely common. Extremely common. Go Prosperity. That's going to banish 6 from extra deck. And then let's take a peek at those. See like Evil Storm Nightmare, Break Sword. Whole bunch of just like generic good cards. This card's nice. I've been playing this card on and off for like, it's been a while. I want to say like over 6 years now. Like I love Evil Storm Nightmare. Card's cracked. And then mill 6. That's going to take boots. And then put the other 5 back to the bottom of the deck. Then normal summon Cloak. On summon, that's going to be Trident popped. This is going to be really good. They can go like Cloak, search, bring out Torn Scales, discard what they search off a Cloak, or discard Boots. A lot of different plays here. Cloak to add Racket Gloves. Torn Scales bring itself out. And then effect, discard Gloves, send Fog Blade. Then Fog Blade, bring out Rusty. Rusty effect, that's going to set Fog Blade and send Cloak. And then special summon out Boots from hand, overlay for Breaksword. So playing multiple Breaksword. I've seen a lot of people playing at 2 Breaksword in the extra deck. Seems to be kind of standard now. Rusty effect, that's going to target Nib to destroy since XYZ Dark was summoned right there. Then Breaksword effect, that is targeting itself and Trident. And then Breaksword effect, bringing out Ragged Gloves and Boots. Then overlay for Redoer, gonna get Ragged Gloves effect to make this gang 1,000. Also, another thing that people don't know, they didn't play a while ago, is this effect is mandatory. And it's once per turn. So, yeah, I don't know why my brain just like went like silent there for a second. I was reading this, and for a second I wasn't seeing once per turn, and I was like, wait a second, have I just been wrong my entire life? But no, it is once per turn. Alright, I got scared there for a second. I was like, wow, I'm just dumb, but I'm not. That was good. And then Redoer, beat over Drill because it has 1,000 boost. And then Rusty attack direct. Activate Scarlet, chain Ash. And then main phase 2, pass turn, draw Cursed. Then Redoer effect on standby. That equips Ash Blossom. Definitely not what they want to see. A trap card would have been good there. Activate Cursed. Pay 8, feel great. Add Conquistador. Scarlet will set Wakero from deck. And then set Conquistador, pass turn. Draw Nib. And then standby, Redoer effect. Hey, hits a trap. Just to spell your trap off of this is nice. Last year, or not last year, it would have been like 2019 Nats. I Redoered, grabbed the last spell in my Thunder Dragon opponent's deck, which was Sekka's Light, and then I drew off the Redoer into the one Lancia I had left, and it was just perfect. It was so nice. This card loves me. Then Ancient Cloak, add Boots, Torn Scales, bring itself out, then special summon Boots from hand, overlay for Sea Dragon effect. That's going to bring out Cloak. And then Battle Phase, poke for 21, activate Conquistador to block the attack. Then poke for 18. Going to activate Wakero. And then, yeah, we see him just admitting defeat there. That could have been done differently. Because he could have just taken the 18. Yeah, I guess, like, you were really going to lose that either way. But going on to game 2, because, like, right there, they're, like, the Redoer. So, that was going to be game. Now, game 2 opening hand is Wielder, called by Torn Scales, Prosperity, and Gloves. So, this hand has no... Wait. They chose to go second? Okay, so I didn't even realize that. Alright, so Phantom Knights are going first. This is a good going first hand. An Extender, Torn Scales, called by. That's solid. And they have Imperm, Whiptail, Curse, Nib, and Rat. So it has Nib and Imperm. Be kind of awkward in this matchup. Because you can't drop Nib, then Imperm, like, afterwards. Gonna normal summon Torn Scale, special summon out Psychic, then Torn Scale effect, discard Gloves, send Cloak. Then link those off for a Carabini effect, that's sending graph, and then graph effect, that's going to special summon out a Seer from deck. Go for Rusty, Seer effect, bring back Carabini, and then Rusty effect, chain Imperm to negate that. Ancient Cloak, search the boots, and then Torn Scales bring itself out, special summon boots, and then on that summon, we could definitely see a Nib drop there. Overlay for Sea Dragon, so holding up. Drops Nib on that summon. I mean, it does get Sea Dragon out of extra deck, but if they would have done it a little bit before, it would have got Torn Scales banished instead of Engrave. But gets token. Ragged Gloves, send Fogblade. Fogblade effect, bring out Torn Scales. Then go for Link Spider. Then turn those into Anaconda. Could have just nibbed at a different time. Gotta hate to see it. Go for Anaconda, effect, pay 2k, dump diffusion, materials, bring out Dragoon, and then Dragoon pop nib. Boots, search for Fogblade. So like right here, if we would have saw the opponent drop nib earlier, then they would have had the Fogblade out boots, which would have meant no boots search, or boots search, which would have meant no Dragoon. Prosperity, that's going to banish 3, and then it's going to hit an Ash. It's pretty solid. And then put the rest back to the bottom of the deck. Set Fogblade, pass turn, draw Skullmeister. Normal summon Rat, and then uses the effect. Chain Dragoon to negate that. Activate Cursed, pay 8, feel great. Gonna chain Ash Blossom to negate that, and then that's game. Said GG's there, said why use Rat effect, makes no sense. To attempt to send Ram and see if he would let me equip it off Tiger, I lost no matter what. I guess that's fair. You really do lose there, no matter what you do, I'm pretty sure. Because, yeah, I don't see a way of winning in that position. I feel like going second against this deck is really bad. Like, this deck is fantastic at going first, especially against a deck like this, where sometimes all it takes to win is like a Fogblade. Like a Fogblade and Dragoon is like nuts versus this deck. It's pretty good against most decks, but extremely good against this deck. But that's going to be it for the match. That was indeed an interesting match. I'm not even going to lie. I got a little scared when I was reading this. Like, if you go back and watch the video, I literally just go blank face on this card. Like, I just sat there reading this effect without telling you guys. I thought I was wrong for a second. That was scary. But another thing you want to remember is summon your Ancient Cloak in attack position, so that way you can use its effect on Rusty if you're a new Phantom Knight player. That's something you should do. May as well have an extra 800 boost on your Rusty. Let's see, is there anything else about this deck I should like point out if I can remember? Cloak can't add Fogblade because it doesn't have the word "the" in front of it. That's pretty much it. But this is a cool deck. I like it. Another like cool interaction with Anaconda and Dragoon that a lot of people aren't doing is you can go Anaconda effect, target something on field that isn't a dark, and try making it a dark, and then change Dragoon to negate that. So that way this is off field and then you gain attack. That can come up, especially as like Super Poly gets more popular. We could see that be more of a common play. But this deck is going to end on 2 darks anyways because it would have Rusty on board and Dragoon. But definitely something that you want to think about if you're playing like a different deck. But we'll definitely see Super Poly come in and out of the meta a lot, as that card is just extremely strong. But looking at the match, seeing how long it was, the match was 21 minutes long, Wow, that was a really, 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 really quick match. For it being like Phantom Knights versus Eldlich Zoo. But that's going to be it for the video. I'm going to guess that the video is, let's say, 14 minutes, 34 seconds. And with that being said, the DB Grinders signing off. Peace. Have a nice day.